Today, I'm going to share with you 8 properties that every solo player needs to own in GTA Online. So to start things off, we first have the Auto Shop. Now, the Auto Shop has two main benefits, with the first being the 8 Auto Shop contracts you get access to once you purchase the business. These contracts are essentially mini heists with 2 setups and 1 finale mission. They take on average between 20 to 30 minutes to complete and pay out anywhere between $150,000 to $180,000, with the only exception being the Union Depository contract, which pays out just under $300K. They each have a 1-hour cooldown, but different contracts can be done back to back, which means if you do 3 per hour, they can net you anywhere between $450,000 to $600,000 as a solo player. Now, in my opinion, the Auto Shop contracts are the easiest solo heist to do in the game, and luckily they have great payouts as well. But there's still one other great benefit of owning the Auto Shop, and that is the Car Workshop, which gives you access to all car customizations and at a discounted rate. That means that every customization like paint, engine level, spoiler, and so on are all unlocked and available at a cheaper price. This feature is amazing because it means as a solo player, you don't have to worry about winning a certain amount of races or reaching a certain level in game. You can just customize your cars the way you'd like. But with that being said, because the Auto Shop provides a great way to make money solo and makes customizing your cars easy, I think it's a must-have property for every solo player. Moving on to the next property on the list, we have the Hangar. And once again, the Hangar offers 2 main benefits, with the first being the air freight cargo business. The way the business works is you do source missions where you go out and steal cargo, bring it back to the hangar, and once it's at the hangar, you could then sell it for a profit. If you run the business efficiently, you could make up to $750,000 per hour as a solo player with it, which makes it a top money method in the game. But in order to do so, you'll first have to own a decent aircraft, which brings me to the other benefit of the Hangar, and that is the Hangar allows you to store and customize aircrafts. Being able to customize these aircrafts is a huge deal because it allows you to change up which weapons you want on the aircrafts, the armor level, how fast they could go. There's tons of different ways that you could improve these aircrafts and make them the best they could possibly be, which can really come in handy for things like the Hangar source missions or the Project Overthrow missions. Now, when it comes down to the location of the hangars, I really do suggest going with one of the ones that are in Fort Zancudo, because of 2 reasons. First off, they will make the Hangar source and sell missions a lot easier to do, and second, when you fly over the Fort Zancudo base in free roam, you will no longer get a wanted level. But with that being said, because the Hangar is a great business in the game and it's the only property that allows you to store and customize aircrafts, I think it's a must-own property for every solo player in the game. Next up on the list, we have the CEO office. Now, while the office by itself doesn't offer much, where it provides the most amount of value is all the things it gives you access to. The first of which being the 2 CEO businesses, Special Cargo and Vehicle Cargo. For Special Cargo, you'll first need to purchase a Special Cargo warehouse, and then you're gonna have to do source missions similar to the Hangar source missions, where you go out, take crates, bring them back to the warehouse, and then sell them for a profit. As a solo player, you could make over $200,000 an hour with the business if running actively, but you could also run it passively by using the assistants at each warehouse. If you pay them $7,500, they will go out and source 1 to 3 crates for you, and that can be done every 48 minutes. But regardless of whether you run the business passively or actively, it's an easy way to make money and a great business in the game. As for Vehicle Cargo, once again, you'll have to buy a Vehicle Cargo warehouse, but once you've done that, you could then go and do source missions where you go out, steal cars, bring them back to the warehouse, modify them, and then sell them for a profit. It's a fun business to run, and if you have it running efficiently, you can make over $160,000 per hour as a solo player with it. Also, owning a vehicle warehouse allows you to buy the Phantom Wedge, which is a very useful vehicle in the game. But now that we've covered the 2 businesses that the CEO office gives you access to, let's now move on to the other benefits, with the first being the office garage. You could purchase up to 3 office garages, and each of them hold 20 cars, and I gotta say, they present and display the cars beautifully. It's a great part of the property, and being able to have 60 cars all in one property is incredible. You can also purchase a workshop with it, so you could customize your cars there at your CEO office, but keep in mind, all the customizations won't be unlocked like they are at the Auto Shop. But with that being said, those are the 3 major benefits of having the CEO office, but there are a ton of other small ones, such as being able to do exported mixed goods, which is a simple mission. You go and you drive a flatbed truck to a certain location, and you get paid $50,000 each time. You could do it once every 48 minutes, and it's just a really easy way to make 50K. But with that all being said, it's because of all these different benefits that I think the CEO office deserves a place on this list. And with that, the next property on the list is the bunker. The bunker offers many benefits, with the first being the two ways it makes money. The first is with ammo drop-offs. The way ammo drop-offs work is you head over to this delivery truck in the bunker, start up the mission, and deliver the ammo to a nearby ammunition. If you do it successfully, you will get $50,000, and it could be done every 48 minutes. The other way to make money with the bunker is with the gun running business. The way this business works is you either purchase or steal supplies. Over time, those supplies are turned into product by workers at your bunker, which you could later sell for a profit. If you have the equipment and staff upgrade for the bunker, you could then purchase supplies for $75,000, and after roughly 2 hours and 20 minutes, those supplies will then turn into $210,000 worth of product, meaning you could make roughly $58,000 per hour as a solo player with this side of the business. And to make things even better, they recently just increased the amount of time you have to sell during each sell mission, which makes it a lot easier to do as a solo player. But those are just the two ways to make money with the bunker. Let's now move on to the other benefits, with the first being bunker research. So at your bunker computer, you have the choice of assigning your workers to work on product or research. And if you choose research, over time the research will unlock different things for you in the game. The unlocks includes very important things like upgrades for your weapons and upgrades for your vehicle, which will make playing the game a lot easier. For example, when I bought the original oppressor, in order to get missiles on the oppressor, I actually had to unlock it through bunker research. And so if you're looking to get better weapons and vehicles in the game, this is very important to have. And speaking of upgrades, the other main benefit of the bunker is the ability to buy the MOC. And this is important because the MOC is one of a few vehicles in the game that allows you to customize and add weapons to other vehicles like the Deluxo, the Toreador, and the Vigilante. All three of those vehicles have great tracking missiles and will make tons of different missions really easy to do. And so because the bunker gives you access to modifying and upgrading your weapons and vehicles in the game, as well as offering a great way to make money, I think it's a must-have business for every solo player. But with that, moving on to the next business in the game, we have the MC Clubhouse. So to start, the first thing the MC Clubhouse offers are some very easy solo missions to complete, with the best one being life and death bikes. For this mission, you're gonna have to go to a hideout, steal the death bike, take out a gang, and then bring it back to the clubhouse. It's more worth doing when it's bonus money, but that alone is a great way to make simple money as a solo player. Although those missions are easily overshadowed by the other main benefit of the MC Clubhouse, which is being able to have access to the MC businesses. There are 5 different MC businesses, but only 4 of them are worth your time. The first is the Coke Lockup, which can make you up to $63,000 per hour with it if you have the equipment and staff upgrade. The second is the Crystal Lab, which can make you up to $41,000 per hour with it if you have the equipment and staff upgrade. The third is the Counterfeit Cash Factory, which can make you up to $38,000 per hour with it if you have the equipment and staff upgrade. And the fourth and final one is the Grass Farm, which can make you up to $34,000 per hour with it if you have the equipment and staff upgrade. Now altogether, they can make you almost $200,000 per hour in almost entirely passive income. And now that they've buffed the sell missions, the MC businesses are a great way to make money in the game as a solo player, and it's why the MC Clubhouse is on the list. But managing all of the MC businesses can be tough, which is why the next property on the list is the arcade. And the reason for that is because once you have the arcade, you're then able to purchase the Master Control Terminal. The Master Control Terminal is like a master computer that allows you to access almost every computer for every business you have in the game, all from one central location, which really comes in handy for things like the MC businesses where you have to go and resupply each individually. Having the Master Control Terminal is a huge time saver and a must-have for every solo player. But that is just one benefit of the arcade. The arcade also gives you access to the Diamond Casino Heist, which is one of the best paying heists in the entire game. And although the finale cannot be done solo, it's one of the few multiplayer heists that isn't really hard to complete with randoms. But with that being said, the Diamond Casino Heist is only one of 2 ways that you can make money with the arcade. The other is through the arcade machines in the arcade. If you completely fill up the arcade, even with the cheapest machines, $5,000 will be deposited into your arcade wall safe every in-game day, and that is completely passive income. So it's because the arcade offers 2 ways to make money as well as the ability to get the Master Control Terminal that it has to be on this list. Moving on to the final 2 properties on the list, these are by far the most important properties to own, especially as a solo player. And the first one is the Nightclub. The first benefit of the Nightclub is its 2 ways to make money. The first way to make money is through the wall safe, and the way it works is depending on how much popularity your nightclub has, a set amount of money will be deposited into the wall safe every in-game day or 48 minutes. The most you can earn every in-game day is $50,000 if you have maxed out popularity, but it slowly goes down from there the less popularity you have. There's a handful of different ways to increase your nightclub popularity, but there's only two that I would do. The first is switching and hiring DJs. Every time you hire a new DJ, 100% of the popularity bar will be filled, and every time you rebook a DJ, 10% of the popularity bar will be filled. The other best way to increase nightclub popularity is by tossing out disturbances in your nightclub. They will show up as little blue blips on your minimap, and every time you toss one out, you will get money and popularity. Now, those are the two ways to increase your nightclub popularity, but there is one other way to help manage it, and that is by buying the staff upgrade for the nightclub. If you do so, it will slow down the rate at which your nightclub loses popularity. But that is how the wall safe works, is one of the easiest ways to make money in the entire game. Let's now move on to the second way to make money with the nightclub, and that is through the nightclub warehouse. The way this works is you could hire up to 5 technicians and assign them to source different products for you, which you could later sell for a profit. The technicians source you the assigned products for you in the background, so all you have to do is be in an online session, making this part of the process completely passive. Now, there are 7 different products you could assign a technician to, but there are 5 that are the best. Although in order to assign a technician to source a certain type of product, you first have to own a corresponding business in the game. But with that being said, the 5 best products to assign your technicians to source and the businesses you need to own are 1. Cargo and shipments, which you need a CEO special crate warehouse or a hangar for. 2. Sporting goods, which you need a bunker for. 3. South American imports, which you need a coke lockup for. 4th, pharmaceutical research, which you need a crystal lab for. And 5th, cash creation, which you need a counterfeit cash factory for. If you have all 5 of those businesses and have them set up, you could then assign your technicians to all 5 of those products, and if you do so, they will source $50,000 worth of product for you every single hour. And the best part of the nightclub warehouse is that the sell mission only ever has 1 sell vehicle, which makes it really easy to complete as a solo player. But if you combine the earnings from the wall safe and the nightclub, you can make up to $100,000 every single hour as a solo player in almost entirely passive income. But saying that, there is one other important benefit of having the nightclub as a solo player, and that is the ability to buy the Terabyte. And that is because, similar to the MOC with the bunker, the Terabyte vehicle workshop is the only place you're able to customize or modify your Oppressor Mark II, which is the best vehicle in the entire game. Having the missiles on the Oppressor Mark II makes it the best vehicle in the game, which is why having the Terabyte is so important. And so with that, because the nightclub gives you access to 2 of the easiest ways to make money in the game, as well as one of the most important vehicles in the game, it's a property that every solo player needs to own. Although in spite of that, the final property on the list is by far the most important property to own in the entire game, and that is the agency. The amount of benefits the agency provides is insane, so with that being said, let's get right into it, with the first being it offers 4 ways to make money. The first of which being security contracts, which are simple 5 to 10 minute missions that pay out anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000. But completing them also ties into the next 3 ways to make money with the business, with the first one being the agency wall safe. For every security contract you complete, an extra $100 will be added to the amount of money deposited into your agency wall safe every in-game day or 48 minutes. The daily income maxes out at $20,000 once you complete 200 security contracts, but that's an easy way to make money with the business. But moving on to the third way to make money with the agency, once you've completed 3 security contracts, you could then do payphone hits, which are simple 5-minute assassination missions, where if you complete the assassination and an assassination bonus, you will earn $45,000. They only have a 10-minute cooldown, so they can be done multiple times per hour, making them another great way to make money with the business. But finally, we have the 4th way to make money with the agency, and this one is by far the best, and that is the VIP contract. Now, in order to do it, you will have to complete 1 security contract, but once you've done so, you could then do the Dr. Dre contract. And the way it works is it's essentially a large heist. You have 3 mini heists, 2 finale missions, and at the end of it, you're going to make roughly 1.1 million, which is insane. As a solo player, it takes roughly an hour and a half to complete, and it only has a 48-minute cooldown, making it very replayable. So those 4 money methods are great reasons why the agency is a must-have business, but there are so many more benefits we have to go over. The first thing is you're able to purchase an armory for the agency, and what the armory allows you to do is upgrade a lot of your weapons in-game, making them even better, which will help you complete missions, heists, and everything else. The other add-on for the business you could purchase is the vehicle workshop, which allows you to apply Amani tech to the Amani tech vehicles in the game. There's a handful handful of different Amani tech upgrades, but the two most important in my opinion are the armor plating and the missile lock-on jammer. This will really help you in public sessions as a solo player when you're trying to protect yourself from other players in the lobby. But on top of the armory and the vehicle workshop, you also have 20 garage spaces, which is quite a bit, and you also have all the different assistance services down at the front desk, like being able to fast travel with the car service, or being able to get a free helicopter in the Super Valido. Now, with that being said, these are the main benefits of the agency, but there's so much more there that you can explore and you can use, and that goes for every other property on this list. But it's because of all the incredible benefits that I talked about in this video that I think that all of these properties are must-have properties in the game. I hope this video helped. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think I missed anything, and with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.